So right here we have a interesting selection. Not really interesting, they're all Parts Master. But this is insane. Some of these are different than the others. This one is actually made by man. And these two are made by, well, made in the USA, along with this one. But it's also a different type. So we're going to see. The first one is for brother-in-law's Focus. Second one for his Caravan. Third one for CRV. And this one, which was on, is on the Jeep Patriot I have now, which was also the brother-in-law's. So we're going to take a look inside these and see what we get, see how they're built. So it looks like different manufacturers build for Parts Master. So this could be interesting to see, because I know this one, and this one are all different. And they're Parts Master. These two are the same. But this one, and this one are built in the USA. And this one is, what's it say here? Made in Mexico. I did drain these, but it looks like it didn't go as well as it should have. But I'll put gloves on. So, I'm going to start opening these up. And first we're going to actually check too to see if there's any particles in these filters, so I can tell the brother-in-law if his engine needs work or if it's on its way out. But let us get these apart. So let us see what we got. And this one is the Focus one. And we're not really testing these out as in traditional way. We're just checking. See, now that thing was on there. That will probably never come out of there, which is good. There we go. See, that was stuck on there pretty good. And let's give her a good old opening. And as I remember, these Parts Masters aren't the strongest pieces in the world, but let's see how good it does. They don't seem to be weak either. I just want to see if there's any difference between all of these. Like, this is pretty interesting stuff that the same company, which don't build their own oil filters, have different manufacturers. And yes, there is still a bit of oil in here. That's why I got a rag. I drained all these pretty good. At least that's what I thought. Oh well. Guess they weren't drained good enough. Wow, that's a lot of oil. Well, I gotta clean this mess up. Well, thank goodness for rags. Alright, let's take her off. I can see this one's built by Fram. Yeah, this is in bad shape. I don't know how long you left this thing in here, but it was way too long. But it did stay together. And what I'm looking for is, whoopsie, watch that. See, none of this matters to me right here. I want to see if there's any sparklies in between. I'm going to cut her open and take a look. Okay, I got her cut. Use my trusty steak knife. Well, let's take a look at this filter. The outside. Well, I gotta say, I don't see anything bad. Oh, maybe that's a little piece of metal right here. Yeah, a little piece. But overall, stretching her out here, getting her straight. I don't see too much wrong with that. I don't know, that piece of metal might have come in when I cut her open. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay. That one looks okay. So the Focus looks okay. Now we're going to try out the good old. This one will be the Dodge Caravan. And that too, that rubber gasket is stuck on here. So let's just say these might have been on here a while. I don't know. I don't know if he changes his oil as much as he should. I'm just going to leave it there. And this one was on the Caravan. So, and she's slippery as all get out. Let me wipe her down in my gloves so I can get a grip and turn this thing. Now this turned out to be a little messier than normal, but not as messy as I didn't think it would be. I gotta get that gasket off there. It does not like, it likes to grip. That gasket likes to grip still. So, give me a minute, I gotta grab some pliers. So I got the Caravan one cut open. Spared you the shock and the horror of me opening that one. That one wasn't so bad. Let us check it out. Ah, this one has this type of, I don't even know if that's an anti-drain back, or this is an anti-drain back. It's got some doohickey here, like usually those were for release valves, but I don't even know anymore. Because I'm just, whoa, this one, the Caravan one didn't do as well. And this one's made by Man, remember. Man Hummel. So, wow, this one is shockingly deformed quite a bit. So, we'll have to cut that one open and take a look. Take off this steel strip here. It's pretty weak paper, but weak paper, I can just kind of pull it off. So far, I don't see any sparklies in it. That's probably a good. This is the outside. No sparklies. What a difference between this one with steel ends and a steel middle compared to this cheap Fram type one. There is a piece of metal right up here, if you can see that. So there is a bit of metal in this one. Feels real crusty. Like, come on, brother-in-law, change your oil more often. Wow. Not throwing you under the bus. Just, wow. Let me check the rest of this. No, I don't see any more metal at all in that one. So, it's not bad. Not bad. The next one we're going to do is the Honda. And see how well this one ended up. That one comes off. This is also another filter that's totally different than these two. So it doesn't say who makes this one, but when we take her apart, we'll probably figure it out. Believe me, it looks like a mess, but it's not a mess. Not really. Yeah, watch, the one that I probably, there would be lots of metal particles. It'd be the one, the Jeep that I have now. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. So slippery. Let me use this as a gripper. Come on, you. We're getting there. Also, getting my ride cut in the cutter. I'm pretty assured that Fram did not make this one. Yeah. There we go. Let's take that off now. All right. I can tell you Fram didn't make this one. It's got metal ends on it. There's anti-drain back. Now let us take a look. This one does have a release valve in it. So, and got metal ends. Kind of just strange. 3 different types of filters, 3 different types of material from one manufacturer. So you never know. You never can trust what you're actually going to get in a filter at all. But this one was in the CRV. So I'm going to cut the fabric off, not fabric, the filtration off, and we'll take a look at that. So I got her cut off. See where she's joined here, right here. And this is the outside. Take a look in here. Good old Honda engine. And thought that was a spec, but nope. I don't see any sparklies in this one at all, so that Honda engine probably running top notch still. So that's good to know. Remember, these two only had a spec in them each, so who knows where it came from. And this one's from the Patriot. That came off easy. Too easy. We're going to go with that. Too easy, right? And I'll have to get this set up. I got to clean this thing off. Okay. Use my cloth. Too tight. Doesn't have to be so tight. Let's just hope this one's looking nice. But I'm guessing this one's going to be like the same type of filter as the Ford Focus was. It just seems like it's built the same way. So there we go. She's starting to cut. And of course this one has a lot of oil in it, which is good. Well, let's take her out. No mind, I can clean up easy. That's the thing, I can clean up easy. So the Patriot, of course, yeah, it's like the first one. So, this, whoa, this thing is hard as a rock. This might have been in a while. And it has no release valve. Oh, let us see here. I can already see metal. There's a piece of metal right there. Might have come off the shaving of this though. Whew, oil makes me sneeze. Okay, let's get a check here. I'm gonna cut her open. Okay, let's get a look at her. The outside. Dark and black. I could tell this thing could have used an oil change maybe 5,000 kilometers ago. No metal as to speak of sludgy, very sludgy. Must remember, my niece was driving this vehicle, so, you know, it was personally, it was probably a drive in the city kind of vehicle. Probably didn't get many highway trips. I don't see any metal in this, so that's good news for me. Good news for me. So that's the 4 filters. 3 of them, different type, which was nice. It's kind of an interesting take on it. And 2 of them were the same. But, well, it looks like they filtered, so that's a good thing. But, could prove that probably maybe these vehicles should get more oil changes. And nothing on you, brother-in-law. Just, you know, maybe a few more oil changes would be a good thing. Let's see here. What's my conclusion? Not much. These filters did their job, and they filtered, and that's probably what they were supposed to do. I like the metal ends on the CRV and the Caravan filter. That's actually not too bad. I'm completely impressed with that. That's something I did not expect. So, but yeah, there's a metal speck or 2 in the Focus one, and metal speck or 2 in the Caravan one, but nothing in the other ones at all. So that's good news. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll continue to bring you more content on filters and different types of products.